Hey everyone, it's me. I want to discuss something off the beaten path, which I don't talk about a whole lot, but I'm a wildlife photographer, so I primarily take pictures of birds, and I can see them right outside my front window. I have bird feeders, etc. And in the summer or spring and summer, I have sandhill cranes that come in my backyard, and adjacent to us in the marsh, we have hawks, and also in our area we have eagles. So I have a multitude of birds to choose from just to take pictures of. And when you get into groups, the wild bird groups on Facebook, wild bird groups in your area, so there's a wild bird groups of Wisconsin in my area, which I was a part of, and um, the place where I have posted my pictures. But what the one thing I kind of noticed is that when there's an unusual bird or a bird that's out and about that you don't see very often, you're dealing with people that feel that they own the bird or have rights over that bird and end up keeping it to themselves. I can understand where there's certain birds that are protected, whooping cranes, etc. And then you'll have people that go out and find the location and they refuse to share it with other people and this and that. And they feel humans are the greatest threat to birds. But when you have a lens, a big lens on your camera, and you're standing a half a block away from a bird or 600 feet away from a bird, etc., I think what people fail to realize is the greatest threat to birds are other birds. For instance, hawks will go after other birds, eagles will go after hawks, etc. So the greatest threat comes from the sky, not from the ground. So uh, when you have people that claim these birds as their own and they own the birds, etc., that's people get a little nutso. And I mean, I have sandhill cranes that come into my yard, which primarily in the backyard, and then they walk around, etc. Now, I don't want people hanging out in my yard because obviously that's my personal property and that's what I pay taxes on to own my parcel of land. Well, when you're talking about birds that are out and about that are in public areas, that's when it's kind of like, well, come on now. I mean, recently someone shared information with me about where these owlets are. There's baby owls. There's four of them in this tree in this one particular area. And I asked one of the other photographer, well, where are the owlets? And he said, I can't tell you. I was sworn to secrecy, etc. And this is someone I've helped before set up a camera so he could shoot pictures of said birds, but wouldn't share the information with me. So that's what I don't get about birders or photographers, etc. I can understand wanting to protect a bird, and I would never climb up in a tree to get a picture of a bird. But when people own lenses that are big enough or long enough to capture photos of birds that are not obviously within 10 feet of them, uh, that's just the way it is. So if you're a crazy bird person, please just be kind. Share the information with a few select people, and as long as nobody's disturbing the nest or, being intrusive, I'd say let's share the information and go for it so we can all enjoy these birds. And that's just the way it is. And we'll talk with you soon. Bye bye.